In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Dakota and Antoinette are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey, Dave.
How
Welcome.
are you, Dave?
Better than I deserve. Where do y'all live?
Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, cool. Welcome to Nashville.
Thank you.
All the way here to do a debt-free screen.
Yes, sir.
Good for you. And how much have you paid off?
We paid off $45,000 in about 10 months.
Good for you. Way you go. And your range of income during that time?
We started about $110,000 and up to $125,000.
You got it. Good. What do y'all do for a living?
So I'm a electrical engineer in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a chemical engineer. I do water treatment sales.
Oh, a couple of engineers. There we go. Great careers. Very cool. And you're in the Air Force currently?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
What kind of debt was this $45,000?
So $5,000 was my student loan, and then $15,000 was our Jeep, which was our first big purchase of being married, and then a $25,000 career starter loan. So when we moved out here, we thought we needed more debt, so we took out a loan for $25,000.
Oh, that's the military starter loan.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yucko.
Yeah, they got us on that one.
Yeah, that's no good. That was the big dog of the bunch, really,
Yep.
huh?
Yep.
Okay. So what happened 10 months ago?
Well, it probably started at the beginning of our marriage. I was working and Dakota was still in school, and I was making a decent income. I was an engineer, but it felt like we were broke and we were making more money than it really felt like.
Yeah.
But we convinced ourselves that once Dakota graduated, we'd have another income and life would be good, but we just took on more debt, and so we felt the same. So I drive a lot for my job, and I was looking for podcasts to listen to, and I made a post on Facebook. I think about 5 different people said, "Oh, we need to listen to Dave Ramsey," and I was like, "Whatever." So I didn't have anything else to do, so I was driving.
Well, you asked Facebook. That's what they told you, yeah.
So I was listening, and about hour 2, I was convinced. I was ready to go home and tell Dakota how we were going to sell his Jeep, and I was all in. About hour 3, you actually told a spouse how to discuss this with their spouse and not to tell them to sell their Jeep that they love. But I went home and I told Dakota, "Hey, I found this new thing. I think it's going to be great for us, and this is what we need to do." He was hesitant. He didn't really believe me. That was not my type. I was very much the spender previously. And about a month later, we went on a long road trip, and I slyly turned Dave Ramsey on, and we listened to it all the way. And we came home and pretty much started the plan and said the beginning of the year we were going to get rid of our debt.
Full podcast immersion.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what does it. All right, I like it.
We went to FPU right after that, and that's what started it. So
That gave you the tools, but you had the motivation from listening to other people do their debt-free screams.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
starting to believe it could happen to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very cool. How old are you two?
I'm going to turn 25 next month.
And I'll be 25 in October.
And you're debt-free. You guys are rock stars. Way to go, millennials. I love you. You're awesome. Proud of you. Very, very cool. And you kicked it. I mean, you did $4,500 a month.
Yep.
Ding, ding. Did you sell the Jeep?
No, we still
you
had
didn't.
the
You
Jeep.
just busted through it. Okay.
No, it was.
It's a good-looking Jeep. Guys, they showed pictures of it on YouTube a second ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's being sold next week.
Oh, no!
A car seat doesn't really fit in the back.
Okay.
So there were a lot.
Time to move up for the family, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Very cool. I love it. I love it. Good for y'all. Well, it's a good-looking car. You'll get another one.
Yep.
You got plenty of time and lots of things you can do now that you've learned how to control money. Okay, so you're in Financial Peace University. You're listening on the podcast, and you're actually doing it. So when someone says, "How did you do that?" what do you tell them the key that you learned from Financial Peace to get out of debt is?
Well, I think my biggest key was the accountability part. So being accountability for each other and for ourselves, of course, is like a big thing. Making sure that we were living this way where we were just spending money and telling ourselves, no, we're going to change that way. And actually now at our church, in Fair Creek Church, we are now helping out with the FPU class right now.
Oh, thanks.
So even now that we're debt-free, we're still staying accountable. We're going to these classes, and we're keeping ourselves accountable in that way. So that's good.
Very strong.
I would say, like Dreaming in HD, the whole reason I really got interested was Dakota told me I couldn't go on the several vacations I wanted to in that following year, and continually having short-term and long-term discussions really on a weekly and daily basis of, hey, we want a retirement at this age, or we want to go to this destination in 5 years, or that made it really easy to say no to the pedicures and massages that I was very much missing.
Well, I understand. That's good. Well, you say no so you can say yes.
Yeah, and then so our debt-free, after we were debt-free, we went to Disney World and we did the vacation that we always wanted. So
that's fun.
Yeah.
Cool. And then take the kids back someday, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, congratulations, you guys. You've lived like no one else. Now you're ready to live and give like no one else. You got a bright future ahead of you, $125,000 income with no debt, and more importantly, you know how to control money, and you know how to work together to achieve a big goal. These are huge things. If you can learn that at 25 instead of 55, it's pretty much an insurance policy of building wealth. So well done, you two.
Thank you.
Excellent job. We got a copy of Chris Hogan's book for you, Everyday Millionaires, which will outline what you're going to be next very soon. You're going to be an everyday millionaire. You're on your way. So well done. Probably by 32 or 33.
Yeah, our goal that was what we were thinking. So
there you go. You dialed it up, huh?
Yeah.
Good. I like it.
We're engineers.
You're ahead of me. Well, we'll give you a copy of the book to make sure it happens just for you. Dakota and Antoinette, Dayton, Ohio, $45,000 paid off in 10 months, making 110 to 125. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1.
We're debt-free!
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love hearing your all stories. My team here loves hearing your stories. We are huge fans of our fans here. We love it when you're 62 years old and you got out of debt and you're now an everyday millionaire. We love it when you're a single mom and you've scratched and fought your way through this. We love it when tragedy has hit your home and you have persevered through that and have still gotten control of the money in spite of that. And we don't love the tragedy, but we love your persevering spirit. We love millennials coming on here and doing their debt-free scream, because it absolutely screams literally in the face of the culture that the millennials are not a deadbeat generation. There are many, many, many of them that are very goal-oriented and that can accomplish anything. And this is what I believe about you if you're a millennial. I may believe more about you than you do about yourself because I've got the evidence. And some of you are just living in the poop right now. You're scratching your way through this student loan debt mess you made, or you're scratching your way through whatever mess you made. And, you're thinking you can't win. And yet every single day here on the show, we talk to someone in their 20s, early 30s, who has completely turned it around. Completely turned it around. I mean, did you hear him? They have calculated out. This is not a pipe dream. They have calculated out that as an engineer and as an engineer in the Air Force, they should be millionaires before they're 35 years old. They're 25 now. They calculated it out. They figured it out. They thought through it. You don't win by accident. No one accidentally wins the Super Bowl. What happened? It's not an accident. No one accidentally has a world-class marriage. No one accidentally gets in good physical condition. No one accidentally builds wealth. It's always a series of intentional actions that are proven processes that get you the result you want. The Bible says, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. What you plant is what's going to grow in your life. And reality TV is probably not on the list of things you want to plant. Maybe you need to sit down and talk like adults about adult things instead of entertaining your brain into mush and actually intentionally taking the steps to win. You can do this. I know it for you more than some of you know it for yourselves. I believe in you. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.